Super Alloy Crush is a game that I have very mixed feelings on. The first entry in the series was called Super Alloy Ranger, and it was a fantastic Mega Man clone, definitely a hidden gem, and one of those games that I loved so much that when it came out physically on the Switch, I bought it even though I already owned the digital version. So when the developers reached out to give me early access to the demo of this, I was super excited. Watching the trailer got me even more hyped. This is a beautiful game. The sprite work here is really stepped up from its predecessor, and there are tons of awesome visual effects on your attacks and explosions everywhere. There are also a bunch of really cool looking large boss fights, but it was advertised as a roguelite arena brawler, which is just slightly less off-putting to me than a hentai visual novel. But I love Mega Man so much I still wanted to play it. The game starts off by choosing either Mega Man or Female Zero. You could probably guess how each of them play. The blue guy is focused on range attacks, while the red girl is the queen of close quarter combat with her slashing attacks. Both characters control silky smooth. The game is fast and extremely responsive. You also get a bunch of other moves. You have the token dash you'd expect, but you could also run and have a running attack. You get a few directional attacks like pressing up in special, and 2 special meters that power various much stronger limited use attack. The game starts out with a tutorial level that was really fun. There were lots of enemies to kill, and it was satisfying blowing these guys up. There were also boxes everywhere that dropped gold, and they were annoyingly spongy. I'm of the opinion that if you're going to put boxes in your game that drop loot, they should just die in one hit. But these took several hits to kill and they just messed with the flow of the game. I didn't want to leave the gold behind, so I spent way too much time just smashing boxes, which really slowed the pace of an otherwise really fast game. You make it to the end of the tutorial level and you fight a helicopter boss. He was cool. He drops mobs you have to deal with while dishing out damage through lasers, homing missiles, and bombs. His life bar is super chonky and you have to drain it several times before he goes down. I definitely enjoyed this fight. So you beat him and enter into, I guess, what is the meat of the game, arena-filled battles. Here, mobs of enemies spawn, and you take them down and proceed to the next mob. In between battles, you can spend your gold on a variety of upgrades before proceeding to the next mob. Every few mobs you fight a boss, and this is why I'm so torn on this game. I really enjoyed the boss battles. They were all well done, they were visually great looking, had a variety of fun attacks to figure out, and several long life bars, so you really had to learn these guys, and try not to lose too much health as it does not replenish between battles. This added a nice sense of tension to each fight as well, which I guess is typical in the roguelite genre. On the other hand, the arena battles were just kinda meh. You get your mobs of enemies, you kill them, rinse and repeat. I guess it's the nature of the game, and it's not like they were bad. Like I said earlier, everything is well designed. I just couldn't help but feel like this would have been better with standard platforming levels, and then you fight those bosses at the end rather than relatively samey mobs. There are also some balancing issues. I eventually discovered that the run attack is just way overpowered. I was on the verge of dying and just spammed the crap out of this move, and all of a sudden I was completely untouchable. I know there's a trial version of an early access game, so I'm sure this is something that will be fixed later on, but I thought it was worth mentioning. I did make it to the end of the demo on my first attempt, thanks to the OP dash attack, and then I went back to revisit it as Female Zero. I really liked the way she played. Her claw attacks were awesome and she was super fast. As I got through the tutorial level with her, I was having fun slashing my way through everything, only pausing momentarily to kill those annoyingly spongy boxes. When I beat the tutorial level, the trial ended, so I was unable to play through the arenas with her, so I guess that was that. I have very mixed feelings on this game. On the positive note, the graphics are stunning, the gameplay is fast, the controls are silky smooth, and moving your character around just feels great. The boss battles are also really well done, and I can't wait to see what the final game offers in regards to these behemoths. On the other hand, I just hate roguelites. The progression system was kind of unexciting, and the arena battles started to feel repetitive before I even beat the trial version of this game. I know this is coming to Steam Early Access, so there will likely be changes. If you love Mega Man and you think the concept of an arena battler sounds good, then you will enjoy this, as it is well executed. I just don't think it's my kind of game, but it did intrigue me enough to want to revisit it when the final version is released.